So I'm speaking to football fans to see if the FA Cup is still magic to them. On the weekend of the fourth round, I'm here at Coventry City, Villa Park, Eco Power Stadium. I'm asking fans today about the FA Cup, its rich history. What's your thoughts about it? Obviously, crowds have tapered off. Is it still magic for you?
Oh, absolutely. It's huge for us. And, you know, I started going the year after we won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So I was a long time waiting. And then all of a sudden, last year was some of the best times of my life. I was at Wembley with my two kids. Yeah. When we scored our fourth goal, which was a goal, the feeling was just ridiculous and unbelievable, and you know that the whole experience of we were at Wolves, winning away at Wolves, and they're magic moments. And for me, the FA Cup is right up there. It's been tarnished by the bigger teams in terms of what they're doing, and the fact there's no replays now, I think is a disgrace, especially in the lower divisions. It's not what it was, but for me, it is magical. I mean, you're probably the same as me. You grew up where FA Cup final, you know, the programme started on ITV in the middle of the day, and it was, you know, you got to you went and met the club at the hotel with the coach, so get on the coach, so the whole build up the day, where, you know, now you're 5:15 Saturday kick-off, it's not the same, but it's a shame because it's the best competition in the world, and the three of us have got some incredible memories from just last year. Yeah,
what would you do to obviously get that back? Would you obviously go back to back where it were magical, obviously with the 3 PMs, and I know staggered times of TV? Do you think the TV a lot to blame as well?
I think the TV a lot to blame, and you look at last night. Who wants to watch Man United versus Leicester on the TV there? The TV companies put the wrong teams on. You know, put the replays in there. So I don't know if it's Germany doing it, where the lower ranked team gets to choose whether they play at home or away. Something needs to be done, because, you know, or I think, is it the League Cup where you can only make a certain amount of changes? So there is that. I think it's gone too far now. That the league's worth too much money for the bigger teams. The Champions League's worth too much money for them. They don't care about this. So, you know what? If they don't want to be in it, don't come in it. And this Championship will get to Wembley again and have a day out. So they need to do something. But there's not enough money involved with it, is there? You know, maybe you make it top 2 teams get into Europe. You know, the finalists both get into Europe or something. But for me, the magic is lost, and that's a massive shame.
Yeah, I've done a poll on my Twitter. I don't know if you see it in the week. Would you rather win the FA Cup and take relegation? 100% I would. You look at Wigan back in, is it 2014?
Something like that,
Man City, and I know they got relegated, and fair enough, they haven't come back since. But that goes on your honours board. Yeah. It's all about, it's money. Everything's money now. But yeah, love the FA Cup. Yeah. We've not been in the 5th round since 2007. So if we can win today, you know, that's only won it once in 78, and I was only 2 then. Look, I'd love a trip to Wembley to watch Darren. If it was semi-final, you take 40,000 there, but it's not the same, is it? But for me, it is as a fan. But I know for obviously clubs, they've got bigger fish to fry, and it's just football in general now, isn't it?
That's it. And you just mentioned Wigan. It's all about the memories as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, say we stay up this year and you finish 17th. Brilliant for your club, because going forward it'll put you on a better foundation. But you win an FA Cup, that goes on your honours board. Yeah, it's there forever. Yeah, it's not like Norwich when they beat Bayern Munich, and that's in their honours. They got to like the 3rd round of the UEFA Cup. So look, it's all about memories, and I'd love a cup run. I'd love to win today, and then you take your chances in the draw and see who you get. But yeah, I love the FA Cup.
I love the FA Cup. Yeah. Obviously, we won it in '87. Yeah. I wasn't alive then. But yeah, obviously, you know, all our parents tell the stories about it, and everyone loves the cup because of that. Yeah. And obviously, last season we got to the semi-final against United and got robbed of getting to the final.
Yeah, you definitely did.
So, everyone at Coventry loves the FA Cup.
Do you think it's losing its obviously appeal? I know.
A little bit. Like it has done in recent years. I mean, I feel like at Cov it's got a special. I mean, today's sold out, right? Probably 30,000 today. So I think for Cov fans, it's still got its magic, but. You know, I do think, you know, things like scrapping the replays and stuff like that is sad. But, you know, I mean, as we speak, Leyton Orient are beating City, so, you know, there is some magic left in it. So, I love the FA Cup.
Yeah, one of my first football memories is the quite a famous final, I think, with Chelsea when was it the look at the early score,
Yeah,
early goal, 40 seconds.
Di Matteo.
Di Matteo.
Yeah.
You know, I love a cup. It'd be nice to have more importance and significance of the game. It don't generate enough money, does it? Let's face it. But you know, if it could offer a Champions League place or something, maybe it'd work. But I love 5,000 fans, away fans.
Were you for or against replays being scrapped?
Against 100%.
Yeah.
Especially for smaller teams.
Yeah.
It's criminal for them. You look at Tamworth.
Yeah. Prime
They
example.
lost a massive payday going away to Spurs, didn't they? So yeah, definitely against 100%.
I'm asking football fans today about the FA Cup. Is it still magic for you guys?
It's
I think so.
I don't think that they'll ever lose that because the magic of the FA Cup is so unpredictable.
Yep.
You know, what should happen and what does happen are two different things.
Yeah.
This is as like Villa fans, well, you feel a little bit excited because on paper, let's say, well, Tottenham should roll you over.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, you just never know what's going to happen, do you? And you look at Leyton Orient yesterday with Man City, nearly did the
You
job.
can be so close.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of the FA Cup.
Yeah. And this great stadium's played its part with the semi-finals over the years. Yeah.
Haven't sold its soul.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
If we get to a stage where we're probably like in the semi-final with it all, that'd be fantastic.
I know
Yeah.
some of the bigger teams are sort of downgrade the League Cup a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the FA Cup's always a big one. There's
Yeah.
a lot of magic around it.
It
We've
is.
already seen it in this round so far. So
Yeah.
So it's some of the goals that have been scored and some of the stuff that's happened. It's matches.
Yeah. No, hopefully see a magical night in here today.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
The magic's still there. I mean, you can't get stuff like this
Yeah.
in any other competition for me. We've got Premier League opposition coming to a League Two ground, although it's a very good ground, probably better than League Two level. But we've got an opportunity now for our lads who are probably, we are being disrespectful, a million miles away from Premier League standard. But they've got that opportunity to put the Sens up against some of the best in country. You don't get that anywhere else.
No.
So for me, magic's still there.
Yeah. So replays, would you happy to do away with them, or?
It's a tough one, mate, innit? Because I think it does add more games. There's that chance of more revenue. What frustrates me is that you likes of Liverpool and Big Six that wanted no replays have then disrespected the competition by not putting the first 11 out. So they've not really gained anything there because they've not played any extra games. So there's a couple of teams that have missed out on a big payday this season. But at the same time, there's probably teams that have managed to win in extra time or penalties that a replay probably wouldn't have got them. So it swings and roundabouts, and if we get a 1-1 here, take it to extra time and penalties, I fancy his chances with that more than going to Sellers Park.
Yeah.
So it swings and roundabouts.
Plymouth's the example of the magic of the FA Cup still remaining, and the fact that we've nearly sold out the entire stadium on a Monday night, it really was like a two fingers up to the schedule pretty much.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that the City of Doncaster's come out tonight and we're going to show what we're about atmosphere-wise, support-wise, give people a chance to see what we can do on a big occasion and get some more fans down to stadium, get as many people down to support Doncaster Rovers and all your local clubs in the lower leagues and non-league football as much as possible, because that's what the support can bring. And results like Plymouth the other day just makes the magic of the FA Cup brilliant. And I said it on Radio 1 and I'll say it again. The FA Cup should be given just as much coverage as the Champions League because of the heritage, the history and the magic of the competition. The FA Cup is our Champions League in this country, and for me it needs a lot more respect, both broadcasting and also by some of the supporters in the higher leagues.
The Football Association Challenge Cup, commonly known as the FA Cup, first played out in the 1871-72 season and is the oldest national cup competition in world football, and for that reason it needs protecting. We need to be doing more to protect this great competition, this great cup competition. It's famous for all around the world. Obviously speaking to the fans, the ones that got involved, which I can't thank you enough for airing your views on it, whether the FA Cup is still magic to them. For me, it's absolutely magical. I've grown up with the FA Cup, the historic moments, the magic of the cup, them standout moments going back to when I was a kid, and you still got them obviously over this weekend with Plymouth knocking out Liverpool. It's times like this, it needs to be protected. We need to do a little bit more to showcase this great competition and just push it back into the limelight for me, because it's absolutely fantastic. It's historic, and fans, obviously ones I spoke to, they share the same views that it's still magical to them. Obviously we started Saturday's game at the CBS Arena, Coventry v Ipswich, fantastic turnout, a sold out crowd of 30,000, and a lot to do with that. Obviously ticket prices on the day were fantastic, £15. We then went on to Villa Park on Sunday, Aston Villa v Tottenham Hotspur, again sold out, fantastic turnout, and I believe the ticket prices were £25, again reasonable pricing. And then we ended Monday night, Doncaster Rovers versus Crystal Palace, and that ticket price, and I believe, was £15. So across the 3 games, fairly reasonable. We look at a game which was played Friday night, Man United v Leicester, £52. I think that's very steep for this competition. I think ticket prices need to be in and around the maximum 30 quid. I think to get capacities and turnouts, especially in games where teams are not really bothered about it, I think we need to lower the price and get bodies involved, get schools free tickets, and just showcase this great competition. Obviously I've shared my views about replays in the past. It's disappointing it's gone. I think we need to do more to try and maximise money to these lower league clubs and protect them a little bit more, because it's them that make this great competition so special. Obviously we had the Tamworth v Tottenham, the last round, which was gutting for Tamworth because they would have got that replay, and they earned that replay, but obviously legs, we're going into extra time, they didn't have them, and Spurs went on to win it. We also had Exeter, Forest, which they battled resiliently and took it to penalties, and they should have had that replay and gone to the City ground. I think we need to protect these clubs. Obviously it's a great competition. It starts as low as the tier level 9, and obviously qualifying rounds to get up to that first round proper, which is absolutely fantastic. It's so magical. Like, I watch a cup draw like religiously. Just, I absolutely love it. It doesn't matter what round it is, just to see who teams are getting. It's like your team, you think, oh, is it going to be the one? Is it going to be the big boy that you get? And it's absolutely fantastic. I get that the extra games and all that, but I just think it's part of this cup competition. I think we need to protect it more. We need to do more to showcase it, because it's absolutely fantastic. And what a cup competition it is. And I think with the final, we need to go back to the roots. We're making it that day, that special day where we following the buses with the helicopters, and just make it the FA Cup day, 3 o'clock kick-off. And yeah, just really push this great competition out to audiences across the world, because it's football is a special sport, and this is a special cup competition. It's the first ever cup competition. It's the oldest. It's absolutely, it's brilliant, and it'll always be magical to me. Some people may not feel the same. But yeah, to me it's absolutely magical, and it was great to get people's views. I just wanted to do a little bonus video. I'm ending this vlog in at work, but yeah, I just wanted to do this, see how people are feeling. Yeah, so you guys get involved, get in the comments, your standout moments of this great competition, your magical moments of the cup competition, and what you do to make it better, whether you like it as it is, whether you're happy to see replays go, whether you bring them back. It'd be great to get everyone's thoughts on it. But to me, the FA Cup's magical, it'll always be magical, and yeah, I'll always try to get to as many games as possible, because there's always that chance that you're going to get a cup upset, don't matter what level. Yeah, it's brilliant, and just to, I think, share memories with friends and families, and have that moment. We talked to the Coventry fans, and they had that special run last season, getting to the semi-final, and so nearly getting to the final, which looking back they probably should have done. Yeah, they'll never forget their moments, and that's what's great about this competition. It's having them memories that you can always look back on and always remember. So yeah, appreciate everyone watching if you've got this far. Little bonus video about the FA Cup. I really appreciate everyone watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the 3 games that I've covered this weekend, because it really means a lot that you watch the content. And yeah, there'll be lots more FA Cup action to come on this channel, because like I say, I absolutely love this great competition. So thank you everyone for watching. Please smash that like button, share it about, get the topic raised, and share the conversation, and like I say, get in the comments and get involved in the conversation. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you on another one. Thanks for watching, everyone.